Yes! On the edge! No! Oh, come on, hold on! Yes! What?
No way!
Unbelievable! No way! Andreu!
Here we go, Lacondeguy on course.
Yeah, last year was pretty sick. We found a line that we were super stoked on.
Oh, this is classic Andreu Lacondeguy. Right at the end with the look back for good measure. 87.33.
That was on second, I think, by the time we did second run. And I went for it. I knew I had the run to be first.
Just the sheer speed and bike control. Oh no, he comes up short on the setup. And just with that, Lacondeguy goes down, dashing any hopes.
This year, we're gonna have actually 8 tricks, and 7 of them are back-to-back. It's actually gonna be pretty hard to like put the run together and make it to the bottom.
2014, he won Red Bull Rampage. He got a second in 2015, and last year just 1 spot shy of finding the top spot. And when he drops in, he will approach this course like an angry hornet, pinned to perfection. His 2-stroke approach. Watch the speed, watch the aggression he's about to unleash.
Ultra focus, and he says that most of what it takes to win Rampage is mental. He's got his mind right. Here's Andreu Lacondeguy.
Yeah, starting out, flipping the step down up top. And let me tell you, these things that he's gonna do on the ridge right here, these demonstrations of control and finesse at speed, those things really matter. The fact that he aired immediately after landing there means he's going so fast, and the judges always take note. Here we go. Controlling speed into this double drop that he shares with Brandon Semenek. Obviously, the judges like that. Now, into the 90-degree hip. Oh! Amplitude on that 450. Massive pop. But somehow landing perfectly smooth and sturdy. Another 450 now. Oh! What? No! Wow! I have never seen anything like that.
Wait, how did he even try to send it?
And recoiled the way he did.
We're gonna be watching this forever. This just like,
Get out.
there's no display of commitment that I've ever seen that parallels that.
I just got a report in my ear that he's actually on his bike.
Come on. Come on.
That's when you just heard me say get out. That's because
Yeah.
our producer said he's on his bike right now, and my react was
Look at this. This is a live
get
shot.
out. Are you kidding?
Yeah, Andreu.
You know,
Yeah.
we heard Tina Dixon earlier talk about boundaries. There's no boundaries. It's Red Bull Rampage.
Of course, these riders, there's a 3-minute allotted time for you to be able to take your run, so he will take the 0. There will be no score.
But guess what?
We'll wait and see if he comes back and takes the second one. I don't know how.
He has this pit bull strength and this resilience where he just, I've seen him it's an uncanny fortitude the way that he can pile drive through any hindrance.
You know what? I'm going to say we're going to see him back up at the top. But first,
His eyes set on winning yet again. He did it back in 2014, Lacondeguy. This will be his last chance for the day.
What an incredible bounce back this would be.
there we go. Starting out strong. Getting that flip again and slashing that back tire around. That is exactly what you think about when you're talking Andreu Lacondeguy. Aggression on the bicycle. Into this double drop that he shares with Brandon Semenek, the man who's on the top step in the hot seat right now. Here's going to be that flat spin 450. He went so huge on it before. It's actually good to see him go a little slower. That means he's taking a breath. He's not going as crazy as he was before. He needs to land on the ridge on this 450. Right. There we go.
Gets
Perfect.
it.
Can he get this flip? Yes. No. Oh, come on. Hold on. Yes. What?
No way!
Unbelievable. No way. Andreu.
A recovery of a lifetime. Lacondeguy still on course.
Come on!
Yes, here we go. The final trick jump. Will he get that flat spin? Into the first jump.
On the razor's edge.
Come on, after all of that.
I cannot believe what we just saw.
That is like the most on-the-edge run I've ever seen at Rampage.
And with that, his hopes dashed in 2019, but nonetheless, personifying the Red Bull Rampage spirit, holding on with everything he had, literally completely exposed, pushing through all the logic that would tell you abort. Lacondeguy able to hang on.
I thought we had a renegade going OB.
How did he stay on the ridge? It's like he held it together for further, but he still almost lost it. You know, he could ride that line slower, but he knows that his approach to this mountain is just balls to the walls on the edge of breakup.
The fans approve. Everyone in the valley here left slack-jawed at Andreu Lacondeguy and his tenacity. Oh. So,
man, crazy thing here.
I've seen a lot of in these 20 years of commentating events like this, but that level of heart and tenacity, mind-boggling. Tina's gonna get in there with him in a second, but let's just take a look.
I mean, he goes deep on everything. He slashes that back tire around. All that dust is flying off the ridge because that's a razor's knife edge right there. So much exposure on either side of that ridge, yet he's just reckless. But so much control. When he recovers from moments like this, you go, all right, this isn't reckless.
He would also look what's to the right of that.
Gosh.
I mean, look at what the stakes were to the right of that if he doesn't recover.
So the iconic trail out here in this riding area, King Kong, when you watch him ride it, it's unlike anybody else. And he applies that to his Rampage runs, fishtailing around. That is a small flip. And sometimes when you're talking about amplitude, you say, oh, bigger is better. But to squeak that in on something small with so much speed before and after, it weighs just as heavy as something massive. Man, see,
you almost think he could have gone safe on that jump and still would have been rewarded, but that's not his style.
That's the thing, is he would have done the flat spin 360 C-Crab Indian Air, but I think he didn't have the perfect speed coming into it after, you know, barely holding it together all the way to that point. I think he might have come up a little tiny bit short on the setup into that final trick jump.
Well, you can imagine just how much he's disappointed, but the fans delivered, or I should say Andreu delivered his show. Tina's down in the corral. Tina?
Yeah, and guys, I really think Andreu just showed us real, raw, natural bike handling skills there. You just kept riding. What was going through your mind, and take us through that?
Yeah, I had a big mistake on my first run. I went way too deep on that 540, and I nailed that on the second one. But then I kind of got sketchy on the flip, and I was offline. I was aiming for this big cliff, and I was trying to keep her left, but yeah, I lost a bit of speed. And then I don't know what happened on that setup jump. I tagged it again, and I had no speed for the last. I had a big move for the last hit. But yeah, I throwed everything I got on these, and yeah, sometimes you make it to the bottom, sometimes you don't, so.
I think everyone that watched what you just did, though, and the way you recovered really appreciated those skills. What does that mean to you?
Well, to be honest, I just wanted to make it to the bottom, and that's all I wanted to do, and I didn't care if I was gonna be riding my line or off a cliff, or I just wanted to hold on and make it to the bottom. But yeah, I guess that didn't happen, and hopefully I can pull it off next time. It's been 2 years where I crashed in the last set, and yeah, I won this more than ever, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to wait.
Thanks, Andreu.
Well, he can definitely hold his head high. The way that he rode through that whiskey throttle, that section.